Travis Logie, too, an exceptional championship tour competitor, now making the call here, and the call has been made to get this seeding round for the women back underway. And out there in the lineup, one of the event winners this season, Courtney Conlogue, taking on the front-runner for the Rookie of the Year title, Brisa Hennessy, and Paige Hareb, who's down the back end of the ratings at the moment. A good run through this seeding round for the top seeds so far. All of the top seeds progressing through with a win in the seeding round. Paige Hareb trying to get things started here.
And that is one of the things I noticed watching this morning, is that it's quite fast. It looks like the swell's sort of straightened up a little, taking advantage of the fact that she doesn't have priority and she's down the line to get some waves and get surfing.
Well, the first priority is generating some speed to get down the line. Then when that wave slows up, we're going to see the competitors start to mix some nice combos together. Unfortunately for Paige on that occasion, just caught some rail. Bogged down a little bit, but her 8th year on the championship tour. She's been representing New Zealand beautifully over the years.
But she had and kind of got a little softer with things, and consequently the rail dug and she did not complete it. Courtney Conlogue.
Well, Courtney's experience paying off here, sitting deep on the wall here at Super Tubes. Has plenty of speed to burn into these first couple of sections. Nice big float there, maintains control, gets up once again. So a really swift transition between those manoeuvres.
Critical combination, wasn't it? Late and steep, up and riding. It's that little pump, throw of those arms to build speed. Sticks with the high line and then drops round the corner. Little race turn out of the top and then floats, drops, straight back up into another one. So critical combination of those last two turns. Really interesting is the first real score of the day. Here she goes into the first one, drives off the bottom, kind of releases and lets it soften as she floats off the lip, drops down, and then quickly gets it back up again into the lip. White water all around her and easily makes that. Absolutely.
But one thing that the women can sort of take note on is they don't necessarily need those high quality waves in order to turn in decent scores. On the men's side, it feels like that's a little different, as we see Paige up now, driving into a couple of nice bowling sections. So clean out there at the moment on the second day of the event window. She's going to pull through the back of this closeout on the inside.
Themselves on dry reef as we see Paige driving down the line, snaps into the pocket. So beautiful wave, nice speed. She's really got a good tempo, matching her tempo with the wave's tempo. Gets to the inside and figures that not worth the risk there. That was definitely coming down fast. Got a clean out, clean exit. Don't see that going as high as the 6.33. Nothing quite as critical as what Courtney did on that first one, but this will definitely be the second best wave of the heat and Paige best.
See, as these surfers are riding, it looks like Courtney up top there right now. She's on a beauty, flying across the lip line there. Great little float. Slams it off the top. She's just throwing everything at it right now, which is really fun to watch. And the conditions are allowing that. Beautiful bluebird. Water's got to be, almost 68, probably 70.
Welcome back to the Corona Open J-Bay. We've got one of the veterans on the Women's Championship Tour up at the moment, a two-time world title runner-up.
Courtney Conlogue, and here we see her on the replay. Snap out of the top, driving, pumping the board, looking for speed, gets a little floater. She's paddled way up the point.
But the utilisation of priority there from Paige Hareb, who's been surfing down the line, gets in that pig-dogging tube stance. Rides the pocket of the wave. Don't think she found too much cover there though, Barton.
Well, we saw her evolve and create that approach to the backhand tube. That's where that blocking style manoeuvre came into play. I'm not sure that she would have went that wave if Courtney wasn't on it. Pumps through the inside, gets into a position. Doesn't really get covered as you suggested, Ronnie. Up into a floater, completes that.
18 years between Megan Abubo's victory in 2000. Steph Gilmore getting that victory last season, as we see Brisa up on her first ride. Really needs to make this one count. A couple of solid hits to get started. Still room to move down the line. Bit wobbly there, but recovers nicely. Just trying to get a finish. Doubt it's going to be a huge score, but will definitely narrow the requirement heading into the final 12.5 minutes here.
See how it's a little bit smaller on the face. Hits the lip, drives around that section. It's certainly not one of the biggest set waves, maybe not what you've waited all that time with priority for. And we see down that inside as she went to the lip and the bottom dropped out, how often it is that you crack with that priority and then a couple of minutes later you have a look and see exactly what you're waiting for.
Well, Courtney loading up. Knows that she's still got a lot of room down the line, but digs in hard on that first manoeuvre. Gets up on the roof again, then a float effect.
Wave was standing up, it was steep, and I feel like that 6.33 of Courtney's will be eclipsed by that ride. Love that turn there from Courtney, though. Best turn of the heat. Unfortunately, she came unstuck right there.
Doesn't complete that one, though. And Paige is up now. A lot of speed. If she finds that rhythm on the backhand, she can string together some very solid turns. Moving quite a bit of water there. It tells you that she's putting a bit into each of these moves. Bit of foam on the face, no dramas. Was given the opportunity to let go of a lot of turns on that ride.
A lot of turns. We saw yesterday afternoon in the last heat of the day, Bronte McCauley need a score right at the end to get a smaller wave positioning.
This is the one that Brisa wanted too, isn't it?
Oh, exactly. She only had to wait a couple more minutes. She'd done all of the hard work, Brisa, as we look at Paige out of the top there. Waits patiently, does another carving drive out of the top. Another one there. That was better. Getting more flair in these top turns. I'm calling this the best wave of the heat so far. Beautiful work down the inside. Into another one. And will there be one more? Just pulls through the back.
Making a priority blunder. Courtney looked to capitalise and make that requirement a little higher for Brisa. Wasn't able to find her way through this one, though.
Oh, and she kept travelling. You see at this point in time, paddling up the line with the priority.
Paige Hareb, let's see what she can do. Looking to get rid of a 5 at this stage. She's going to get caught behind. 2 minutes remaining. Rookie, hold her nerve. We've seen her have moments like this before where she has surfed her way out of trouble. Needs a 6.8 out of this ride. Generating some speed for this first section. Pacing herself, floating down the line. Digs in, gets a bit of release there, hangs onto it. Starting to build up some speed for this inside run now. Nice hook in the pocket, hangs onto it.
The loss of the rail as we look at the replay. Pumping and driving, and then that was a little conservative too. Didn't really drive out of the lip. Big snap, but there was kind of a little moment where it felt like she lost some speed, lost some control. Weaving a web through the inside, into the lip. That's the sort of surfing she needed to do. Time's down, time is out, Brisa's out. She'll be in that elimination round this afternoon.
Well, she'll get another chance to turn things around, but not the typical Brisa Hennessy performance that we've seen in 2019.